age 63, I became a father again. It was an accident, not a busted condom kind of accident or a skipped pill, something like that. And maybe not even an accident at all in the usual sense of the word. I have 3 grown kids already and 3 grandchildren. Didn't want any more. My partner of 10 years, Joyce, didn't want any either, but she didn't come by that decision so easily. I found out much later, after we got together, that it was a deal breaker when she asked me, would you just consider? And I said, yeah, I consider. So the little girl, Leela, who will be 4 in April, came to us by way of a couple of people on Joyce's side of the family whose favorite drugs aren't sold at the corner store like mine are, and who are less good at staying out of jail than I have been, at least so far. I kind of like Belgian beer and maybe a nip of vodka once in a while, but for them it was heroin. And they lost custody of Leela. At first, Joyce's parents stepped in. They're the real heroes of this story. They wanted to keep her out of foster care, so they adopted her. But they're getting up in years like me, and we thought, well, we need a somewhat longer term solution. And Joyce is 20 years younger than I am, and so we talked about it for a long time. And I had to say to Joyce, we have this difficult conversation. That if the insurance actuarial tables are correct, you being 20 years younger than me, you're going to be a single mom, probably for some period of time until, well, maybe you meet somebody else. Maybe it's like some forlorn father at school who's single, or a guy downstairs at the coffee shop with a goatee that you say is so handsome. I don't see it, but maybe it'll be him. So we had to talk about all these things, and finally we did take the plunge, and Leela lives with us now. She seems like a very happy and healthy kid. She'd had methadone in her blood at the hospital, and we were kind of worried about what that might mean for her later life. We're watching her the way everybody watches their kids. Her father is a type 1 diabetic. Her mother has some kind of issues that we don't really know a whole lot about. So we're watching her. But she seems very, very happy and just thrilled with life. I'm constantly thinking about my mortality now in a way that I wasn't before. I'm not thinking about retirement at all, anymore at all. It's off the table. I'm a journalist, and I spent my whole life writing crap, and I thought, okay, maybe now I can retire and take long walks and try to write something culturally valuable. Well, probably not. So we have Leela, and she's a delight to me. It's like sort of rediscovering what I had with the other children. I remember we went on vacation to Florida, and we were napping, and I fell asleep with her. And I woke up, and my hand was kind of curled over hers. My hand with its kind of crepe papery skin with the coffee stain flecks on it, and then her little taut-skinned white hand curled underneath. And I wasn't fully awake, but I had this image suddenly of my grandfather's hand over my hand when I was a little kid. I remember the paisley couch that we were sitting on, and I remember looking at it and being kind of incredulous at the difference between the two hands. And then Leela woke up. I woke up fully, and I was aware that I was not seeing her the same way as I saw her before we took the nap. And I've noticed that our relationship is changing every day in subtle, kind of quiet ways. But mostly, like I say, she's just a merry kid, just likes to run around. She loves, for some reason, construction equipment. Her favorite one is an oscillator. Anybody know? I didn't either. I had to Google construction equipment and keep pointing to the pictures until we got to excavator. So her favorite is an excavator. She also has a lot of games that she likes to play with me. She's getting better and better at inventing things. One of her favorites is she'll come up to me and go, "Frozen, you're dead," and I will fall back on the beanbag chair. and just sort of mime being passed out. And she'll creep up and pinch my cheek and my chin, just pinch all over my face, and then kiss me on the forehead. And that's when I wake up and go, ah! And grab her and squeeze her, and she says, Daddy, Daddy, you came back. So we're always concerned about whether we're doing the right thing with her, like everyone is with their children. And I find myself thinking a lot that I hope when she's grown, when she's understood her life as well as any of us can understand our lives, when she's forgiven everyone that she needs to forgive, I hope, when I said earlier that characterizing her coming to us as an accident seemed like the wrong word, well, I hope when she's older, she'll be able to find that word.